Yo, to mine, it's the Messiah. I got another reaction video for y'all today, man. I'm on my shot. We finna react to man secretly records moments leading up to killing.
Crazy.
Let's get into that job, man.
Of April 3rd kicked off with this frantic 911 call made by Courtney Clinny.
Operator Doe, what is the address of your emergency? Area man, please.
3101. It's 130, so 130.
Ma'am, listen to me. You need to stop screaming on the line and give me the address.
I can't feel my arm.
3101.
I can't feel my arm.
Ma'am.
So my boyfriend is dying of a stab.
Ma'am, what is the address?
Baby, I'm so sorry. Baby.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
What is that?
Listen, ma'am. I'm sending help.
The operator never did manage to get the full address from Courtney. Thankfully, someone else in the building had heard signs of a disturbance and asked security to contact law enforcement.
City of Miami Police 911, Operator Doe, what is the address of your emergency?
It's emergency. I'm calling because there's a fight is going on. Yeah, there's a fight going on right now.
Is it a physical fight?
Yes.
Not only did this caller share the full address, but he also shared the specific apartment number where the altercation and apparent injury took place. Since this report matched the partial address Courtney gave, the operator was able to confirm that this was likely in reference to the same incident. Now that they had this information, officers raced to the scene and wasted no time making their way to the apartment in question. The scene they found was every bit as dire as Courtney's hysteria on the phone suggested.
Police are here. Police are here. Hey, come here. Come on. Come on. Come here. Get up. Why? You leave. Get up. Get up right now. You get up right now.
Why would you keep him upright? I just want to keep him
Get up right now. Mommy,
We're helping
listen. Get up right now.
Baby, wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
What's your name? Courtney? Courtney.
Just keep him sitting upright. Leave.
Courtney, listen to me. Get up. Get up. Come on. You gotta get the dogs in.
Okay.
Get up.
Please go. Please
Listen. Get him up. Get up right now. Drop it on the floor. I'll help him out. Get up.
Oh, no.
Get up.
No, I can't.
Get up.
I can't let this. Okay.
Back up.
Wait, it wasn't me. Guys,
Relax.
Why? No, guys.
Relax.
Nah, GG. So man secretly records moments leading up to killing. So she. Damn.
Probably.
That's rough. That's tough.
Relax.
Boss, what's going on? Hey, you good? What do you have?
Relax.
What are you doing from? Yo.
Guys, please.
Relax. Sit down.
Here. Okay.
Sit down.
Just let me.
Sit down.
Okay. Baby, come here. Just sit down. Please, just make sure he's okay.
As first responders struggled to control Christian's bleeding and contain Courtney, the harrowing situation threatened to spiral even more out of control.
How old is he?
How old is he?
He's 27. He's about to turn 28 in like 2 weeks.
27 years old.
We have his birthday planned for Barcelona.
Come on, stay here. Come back.
Get the dog out, man.
Hey.
Come here.
What's the dog's name?
Come here.
Ranger.
The other one. Ranger.
Ranger, come
Get the dog out.
here.
Ranger. Over here.
Come on.
Ranger.
Hey, it's like his dad. So he's
Ranger, come here.
Okay. Ranger. Let's go.
Ranger, out.
Ranger. Come on, babe. Hey, it's like his dad. I'm not going in. I'm not going in.
Doesn't matter. You stay right here.
Okay.
While officers inside raced to help Christian as they waited for emergency medical services to arrive, Courtney remained frenzied.
Guys, please tell me what's going on. I just want to make sure that he's going to be okay.
HoneyBook completely changed how I do business. I'm a photographer and independent business. It's a fact.
Please, tell me what's going on. I'm looking you, I'm looking you in the eyes. Girl, please tell me if he's okay. Can I please stand up and see?
No, ma'am.
Please, if it was your
No,
wife.
ma'am.
I'm covered in his blood because I'm trying to save him.
I understand that.
I'm trying to save him.
What did she say?
It was your...
It was your,
No, ma'am.
I'm covered in his blood because I'm trying to
Okay,
save
I
him.
understand
I'm trying to save him.
that. I understand that.
And if I don't, and you'll care,
Okay.
then what will I do with
All
my
right.
life? I need him. He's like my other half.
Things might have been quieter inside the apartment, but the situation was growing more urgent by the second.
Hey, fire rescue's here to help you out. Relax, boss. Hey, you're bleeding a lot from here, man.
Just like the officer said, fire rescue arrived just seconds later and began working to stabilize Christian enough that they could move him out of the apartment and into the ambulance waiting downstairs. A task that turned out to be easier said than done.
Hey, relax, man. Relax, boss. Hey, relax.
Hey, Christian. Oh, Christian.
Come on, guys.
The EMS team was in for quite a surprise while assessing Christian.
Is he under arrest?
We don't know what we have, but he has to go somewhere. No, but he started moving, so we don't know if.
Let me make some room for the stretch and all this stuff.
That's right. The first officers to respond had actually handcuffed Christian as well as Courtney. Not knowing who the aggressor was, this would eventually become the main question of the investigation that followed.
We gotta take these cuffs off.
Yeah, we need the
Can we get these cuffs off? You know?
I mean,
You have the key?
I have the key, yeah, but I didn't want him. I didn't want him fighting. So
We need to save him.
I understand that.
Both Courtney and Christian would be closely scrutinized in the hours to come, but for now, medical attention took priority. Christian was uncuffed and released into the custody of the paramedics. However, they ran into another, even larger issue almost immediately.
wait, I'm sorry. So, the dude, is he like, he's not bleeding out right now? He's still alive?
He is bleeding out.
Oh. They kept him up and shit?
What do you mean they kept him up?
Like, they cuffed him up. Like, they didn't put him, like, in the ambulance truck off the Ripski?
If somebody calls the police saying there's a fight going on, they don't know who's, like, the bad person in the fight. It doesn't matter who's bleeding or who's not. What if the girl needed her life to be saved, you know? Like, what if he was trying to kill her?
I get you.
And she did that to him in self-defense.
Okay, that
They're
makes
gonna
sense.
handcuff, like, whoever they see, like... They handcuff both of them. But they still, like, tried to stop him from, like...
For sure.
Immediately. Upon seeing what was happening with Christian, Courtney, who had been moved outside, launched into a fresh wave of hysteria.
Sit down. Sit down.
That's not a body bag.
Sit down. Sit down. Body bag. Sit down. Sit down.
Oh my God.
Good. Listen to me. Sit down. Sit down. Don't move from there.
Why are you
You're not helping anymore. Everybody's here to help him out. Let me
That is not a body bag, is it?
No.
It was, in fact, a body bag, but not for the reason one might expect. The hall leading to the elevator was too small for a gurney, not to mention crowded with people and debris. The EMS workers were forced to improvise and fashioned a makeshift sling with the only item they had readily available. Only once they were out of the tight confines of the apartment were they able to get him onto a proper stretcher. With Christian being rushed to the hospital, the police were left with the only person who might be able to explain what on earth had happened in the apartment, the still distraught Courtney.
Listen, the detectives are coming. You're gonna talk to them, and then you're gonna explain yourself.
But I'm gonna be covered in blood. I look crazy. I was holding him while he was spurting blood, trying to stop the blood.
I need you to be calm, okay, and explain to them exactly what happened.
I just feel like I'm gonna throw up because I feel like he might die. I just need to know that he's okay.
He's at the hospital. We don't know yet.
Okay, there's no way I can be at the hospital.
Right now, no. We're conducting an investigation. Zero chance.
Why? Why is that?
Zero chance.
Why is that?
Because we need you here. We're doing an investigation. That's why. We can all watch you. We can all.
Okay, I know, but please, like, you're making me like a
Just-
suspect. And when I go in there, please just get my insurance. Let me.
Despite Courtney's pleas, the only sanctioned change to her wardrobe was the addition of a robe. When the detectives arrived, the officers were instructed to take Courtney to the police station for an in-depth conversation.
Can I sit back? Can I sit back? I'll be right back, please. I'll be right back, okay? You can get. I'll be right back.
Ranger, we are waiting.
I'll be right back, dude. I'll be right back, okay?
Her farewell to the dogs might have been emotional, but by the time she reached the Miami-Dade police station, Courtney sounded far more collected and casual than one might expect.
Wow, this looks like the Dexter office. Look at that. Never been something like that.
Shit, this is
Oh, it's supposed to be in Miami. Police department.
how you
To make a joke.
Instead of replying, the officers escorted Courtney into an interrogation room to wait for the detectives.
I'm sitting on the blue chair.
Yes, just do this one so I can take that off. Life before pi, ads everywhere, time wasted, vibe ruined. Life after pi, no ads.
Glad.
Do you like a paper towel or tissue or anything?
Yeah, okay, man.
I've been crying a lot.
When she was left alone, Courtney appeared to once again become deeply distressed.
Please, God, please, God, please. My dog, please. God. Christian, you okay? Somebody needs to find me.
Yeah, we're gonna start talking now. Just getting everything set up.
Sorry, I'm not trying to be like, I'm just like, I just cannot believe the way my day went.
Yeah.
It's way worse than I just really want to get to the hospital.
Yeah. We'll talk to you now.
I desperately want to get to the hospital.
Right. I mean, either way, so you don't rush, you still won't be able to see him at this point, obviously.
You still what?
You wouldn't be able to see him at this point, so that way you don't have to, because you're still working, you're still taking care of him, it's a process. So I don't
I just want to be there whenever I can.
So, yeah, once we'll talk about we'll talk about that, okay?
After receiving tissues and water, Courtney was alone again to continue her emotional ruminations.
I'm not buying it.
Working. Please, God, don't take this shit completely away from me. I'm not gonna work out with God. Let me talk to him again.
That poor man.
Let us both tell each other.
It's terrible.
After 15 minutes, she was joined by detectives who were eager to learn how on earth the bloody scene in the apartment came to be.
My apologies for being absolutely covered in blood.
Listen, you don't have to apologize, okay? I completely understand. Alright? Things happen. You can't control it.
Courtney shared some basic info about herself and Christian, including the fact that his birthday was in just over a week. Once again, Courtney became emotional.
Damon, no!
I know this must be very rough for you right now.
No, we were supposed to go to the park with my dogs today. Like, I just is not how I experienced it. Sorry.
How long have you guys been together?
About 2 years.
What was that?
How long have you guys been? Have you
Something
been?
like when you looked at me, it just popped.
First or second week of January. January this year, together for months.
Do you guys work here in Miami, or do you guys have your own business?
I do social media, so I'm an influencer, I guess that's what Carl Jackson's influencer.
She's an influencer?
And he does stocks and crypto.
In addition, Christian sometimes helped Courtney create content for her Instagram and OnlyFans accounts. In the interrogation room, Courtney quickly said,
OnlyFans, bruh. Hey, man, this is a terrible story, man. It's set up for failure, bruh. Long live bro, man. That shit's sad, man.
come to her emotions again as she described her future plans with Christian.
We have the dog picked out. Golden Retriever, we're gonna name Mellow. We're gonna get the house. We're gonna have a backyard. We're gonna have 2 dogs and then we're gonna have 3. So we're planning on staying here for a while. I just hope we get the opportunity to do that.
Once again, Courtney composed herself and returned to the matter at hand.
Thank you guys for getting me water and fish. Is he okay?
He's still at the hospital. They're still, I'm monitoring him and talking to him. So we're waiting.
Oh my God! So he didn't even have to have surgery.
Well, I don't know. They're still.
Listen to this.
What they're asking about surgery and shit.
Doing X-rays and stuff like that. So I don't know yet. I'm waiting to hear a response.
That's all I have to know. Thank God.
Courtney sounded relieved, but in reality, Christian was far from being out of the woods. Only time would tell if he would survive his grievous wound.
Once we're done, I'll go talk to them again and see what's the update, okay?
Hopefully I'm over freaking out and like I'll be able to see him or whatever.
Does he have any family?
Oh,
Yes. His mom and grandma. He's closest to.
Mom and grandma?
Mm-hmm.
We're here in Miami or?
They live in Dallas. I think his grandma may still be in Nigeria. Because they visit a lot, but I think that they're back in Dallas.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, they're gonna hate
He has a
Americans.
brother
They're
that
really gonna hate
lives in
Americans.
I think Houston.
I'm gonna be
I
like,
don't know where
that's
his sister lives.
Do you happen to know off the top of your head their phone number or?
that poor
None of their.
man. No.
What's his mom's name?
He's a fellow African, man.
I'm terrible right now.
It's like I'm remembering.
And I met her multiple times. I've been to her house and I still couldn't tell you. That's pretty bad.
I mean, how many times
No,
have
look.
you seen?
I think 4 times. So I got a chance to talk to Christian today.
2.
I think 4 times. So I got a
How many
chance to talk
times,
to
son?
Christian today.
2?
Christian.
Oh.
Nigga didn't even know what they talking about.
Christian today.
2?
Christian.
Bomba class.
The victim.
They haven't told me anything yet.
If I'm the victim, you're definitely the victim. What'd you say?
Courtney then launched into her story of the lead up to the argument.
We just gotten back together. I had broken up with him, and then he came back the last like 2 nights, and everything was perfect. And then start like to argument, and I ended up getting scared, and I think that I overreacted, or not overreacted necessarily, but I reacted, and I just know exactly what might happen. Before anything happened, we were going to walk the dogs down to this park over by like the Paramount, which has like the beach volleyball and basketball court and all that. We're gonna walk them over there and let my dog Ranger play soccer. That was my plan for the day.
At this point, the detectives finally hit pause and made Courtney aware of her rights.
Would I be able to talk to my father? Because he's pretty much acts as my attorney with, like, I mean, not like for stuff like this. Obviously, I've never been in this kind of situation.
Is he an attorney?
No. He's just.
Well, we'll give you a chance
wouldn't know what to do.
If you were under 18, then yeah, I would provide you a phone call to your phone. But you're over 18, so
I don't feel like it.
I almost wasted it
Like,
all.
I was sitting there in a freaking puddle of my boyfriend's blood, begging him to like, please not like give up on me, like man, like just serious. My boyfriend is not dead, is he?
Well, he can't talk to us right now. You're waiting to the hospital.
I want to shit at dog. Am I going to be able to do that?
So far right now, I can't give you an answer. Okay, we just have to go through everything. Because remember, this just happened.
After a bit more consideration,
Yeah,
Courtney decided to go ahead with the conversation.
like cereal?
The bloody tale she was about to tell was shocking, but the most horrendous details would come from some
Like Boom?
unexpected additional sources.
A lot of people hear like
Does this have
that.
a history of domestic violence?
Yeah,
How many incidents you think you've had?
I don't know. But we shouldn't be together.
We say 1 or 2, or just too many to.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I haven't touched my ankle. It's like wet with blood.
If you or a family member experienced property damage,
Oh, this
physical
girl.
injury, or lost business income,
Crazy.
Like I just
This one long
want to
as
take a
hell.
shower, God. Okay. No. We can.
I'll get your transfer.
That's my own.
I'm not trying to interrupt the.
No. You keep them.
This is absolutely the most insane that I think I've ever been involved in.
I think anybody that
No,
goes through this
without
would
a
be
doubt.
just insane.
After allowing her to dab away some of the blood on her leg, the detectives gently steered Courtney back to the original question.
Have you made a report before?
No.
You've never made a report?
Oh, I did in Dallas actually about a year ago. And he was detained.
What happened there?
He had pushed me in the lobby, but it wasn't like a big deal, and they made it a huge deal. And he ended up getting taken to the hospital or jail or something. Which I don't think it was necessary, but yeah. And then also I've been arrested for that as well. In Vegas in August. So he and I each had one.
Okay. What happened in Vegas?
The incident in question
They each
took
have been
place almost
arrested
a year
for
prior,
physical
on
abuse.
July
Oh my
27,
gosh.
2021. Fortunately, the detectives didn't have to rely solely on Courtney's recollection, as the entire call had been captured on body cam. Back in July, when the police officer arrived at the hotel where Courtney and Christian stayed, the pair had already been detained by security.
So, Chris, why am I here today? Tell me what's going on.
We're having a great day. And we were supposed to go to dinner at like 8:30. I was asleep. I wake up at 5. Morning on the couch. He asked me to go to the bed 3 times, which I did. And he called security. For some reason, there's no reason to be here at all.
So, obviously, you're here because she called security. What were you guys arguing about?
Sorry, it was called. She asked me to go to bed. I was like, no, I don't hate you, babe. I'm just like disappointed that we didn't do anything.
How this disappointment over missing dinner had escalated to an altercation worthy of police intervention remained unclear. But what Christian said next proved that the situation was even more serious than the officer likely suspected.
Did anybody hit, punch, spit each other?
It was. They had my bottom on my face.
When the officer went next door to talk to Courtney, however, she said that wasn't the case.
Things got blown out of proportion. Like to the max. We were going back and forth, like getting really loud. And I decided to call because we were getting really loud. It wasn't because I was scared or anything. You wouldn't hurt me. But I felt that we were either going to get kicked out or wake people up or something because it was just like escalating.
Okay.
And I thought it was going to disturb everybody, so I felt the need to have him move from the room.
Did you throw something?
Did I?
Yeah.
No.
Did anybody throw anything?
Did I?
Christian's statement had once again suggested otherwise.
What triggered her to throw in the glass at you?
I think it's my tone. Like, she tells me to work on a couple things, like my tone, facial expressions.
And after she threw the glass at you, did you punch her, hit her, pull her hair, spit on her, anything like that? So what do you do?
One thing I did, I'd be like, babe, stop. I was like, babe, stop it. I just don't want her to get in trouble like a little person would, you know.
When he talked with Courtney, the officer had pressed her harder about throwing the glass.
Okay, so when I go to the room and I see a broken glass on the floor, where did the glass come from?
I don't know. I literally couldn't even remember how the fight started.
Sure enough, when the officer looked around the couple's bedroom, there had been shards of broken glass amongst the mess. Based on this discovery, things hadn't looked good for Courtney.
Did you remember throwing the glass?
No, I don't. But that sounds like me. Like, I'm so foggy. I've had hardly any sleep. Like, I'm not like drunk even. I just really like am not functioning. Does that make sense?
No, not really. Did you throw a bottle at him or a glass at him? You say you've done it before.
Yes. I know that he didn't do it. Just throwing things in my...
Okay, once again, do you think you did it or you did it?
I did.
This admission had changed the situation drastically, which the officer had explained to Christian as he escorted him into the hall.
I'm going to try to make it as short as I can. I don't want to give you a long speech here, okay? There's a lot of things that we have discretion with, and there's a lot of things that we don't.
He had a broken arm.
You guys are in a relationship. She threw a
No, he
glass at
doesn't.
you.
It's
The
a
glass is
handbag.
there. She
I
admitted
think-
throwing the glass. When that happened,
Why is his arms
I have to
apart?
make an arrest. I can't tell the judge. Let me finish. Let me finish. Doesn't have any price for that. I don't think there's going to be any issue. However, the state here puts anyone that is a suspect on battery of domestic violence on a 12-hour hold. I can't let you put it. Hey, no, I don't have to. I don't have to do anything. All I have to do is what the law says I have to do.
The hotel staff had said they would allow Christian to collect his belongings from the room upstairs, but after that, he would no longer be welcome on the property. While security guards attempted to convince him to go get his things, the officer had gone back into the office to break the news to Courtney. As soon as she heard she was about to be arrested, her story began to change.
All right, Courtney. This is the deal. So, the investigation showed that you threw a glass at him, and that in the state is considered a battery. And since you two are in a relationship, that is considered battery of domestic violence. It's a mandatory arrest.
Okay, there's a lot that I didn't say because I didn't want him to get in trouble.
Oh,
I'm here pushing down.
Anything else that you tell me, I'll be happy to put it on the report. But at this point, you're going to be transported, okay?
May I at least get a hug from my boyfriend before?
He's already gone.
Christian wasn't actually gone. He'd refused to walk away from the security office to remove his things from the room, and ultimately, hotel security had made the decision to remove him.
There's a lot that happened that I don't want to bring up because
Let me explain to you. Calm down for a
I
second.
haven't brushed my teeth. I need to shower. I need to shower.
Let me explain to you how this is going to work.
Despite her pleas, the officer wasn't budging. That hadn't seemed to dissuade Courtney from continuing her efforts, though.
Can I just walk peacefully out with you, please? I really don't.
Go ahead and stand up.
And
Face the wall.
I need to go number 2.
Courtney had been assured that she would be able to use the bathroom at the jail and was escorted to the transport vehicle waiting outside. Even though this fight ended in an arrest, this would pale in comparison to the events yet to come. This run-in with the law hadn't been enough to dissuade the couple from further altercations. As the police now investigated Christian's severe injury in April, they searched Courtney's phone and came across a collection of appalling evidence with the potential to change the entire case. First, they found that Courtney had been keeping notes to herself about her altercations with Christian, revealing some truly heinous conduct. "Do not physically hurt him," she wrote in November, almost 5 months before Christian's hospitalization.
Listen, if you've been in a car accident, don't call an attorney. Use this AI app instead. That's what I did, and that's how I got...
Stop spitting, period. Courtney further commented that she was just abusive and coming close to really hurting him. Shocking as this may be, it was just the tip of the iceberg when it came to digital evidence of the couple's toxic dynamic. Back in the interrogation room, the police sought more details from Courtney about the couple's history of conflict.
How many times has the police been called to your apartment? Or you called the police since January?
Okay. Police have been called once because I called them because my boyfriend was threatening.
Why was he
what?
I don't remember exactly what the situation was, but he was he had taken a knife.
I don't think that's.
He grabbed it in front of my face, and then I got scared, and he was kind of waving it at me, but it wasn't for me. And then he took it into the extra room and slammed the door. So I got really scared that he was doing something in there that I couldn't control, so I called the cops. And he wasn't very happy with me about that.
Earlier, just after Christian was found bleeding and unresponsive, the apartment building manager had confirmed that police had responded to multiple recent calls about Courtney and Christian.
Police has came 5 times. She went to commit 5 different times. They were punching each other 5 different times. And until this day, this man, he's unconscious, full of blood. I have the pictures here.
Significantly, the building manager wasn't the only one to attest to Courtney and Christian's history of violence. Shortly after Christian was whisked away in an ambulance, a man who lived across the street approached one of the officers to share more disturbing information.
We're on the 21st floor, they're on the 22nd. I see him, my girl saw too, in that bedroom that's facing out to a street. Bam! Punching her? Oh yeah, hitting her. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, babe, look. He saw us looking, blinds go straight down. All look, we can see cops coming to this building. You know, we're a big community here, so we're kind of like, what's going on? And then today, I see you guys are all up there, and I'm like, I gotta say something.
While going through the couple's text message history, the police found evidence that things were even worse between Courtney and Christian than the witnesses knew. For example, they found an apology from Courtney dated February 5th, 2 months before Christian's life-threatening injury that read, "You deserved better treatment in the days following, and when I cut you, I absolutely hate myself for what I did to you." However, they were fighting again almost immediately. Courtney didn't seem to know, but Christian had been secretly recording some of their more serious fights. This one took place on February 8th, just 3 days after Courtney apologized for cutting him, proving just how incredibly volatile their relationship had been.
Decide whether or not you're done gaslighting me. Decide whether or not you're done gaslighting me. I am mad that you told me to come. Decide right now.
Courtney, that's a threat. I asked you so many times that I don't know, and I apologize, but you hit me.
Shut up. Don't say that.
No physical violence was depicted in Christian's video, but security footage from the apartment building told another story. Days later, on February 21st, police found this.
When she asked him, "Are you done gaslighting me?" he said, "I don't fucking know." Like, what kind of answer is that?
This couple is
Like,
crazy.
they're both, like, this is crazy. I don't know, like, the full story, but I don't even know what to think as of right now, because I don't know how the situation went down at the end.
That was wicked. And she called that man a bitch.
She did?
Yeah, she said, don't. She said, you're a fucking bitch. That's crazy, bruh. Say that to your man, bruh. That's not your nigga, man. You don't fuck with him for real. Just call him a bitch.
Security video of an extended physical altercation between the couple. Unfortunately, the security footage didn't have audio capacity, and the reason for the argument remains unknown. Even without sound, though, it was easy to tell that things were already spiraling out of control between Courtney and Christian. The investigation would show that this sort of behavior was even more pervasive than anyone yet suspected.
And what do you guys usually argue about? Or is it always a different issue? I don't even know. Do you mind telling me less about those arguments or no?
I cannot remember everything, so I don't want to remember part of it.
Would you say it's jealousy related?
For sure, for some of it, yeah.
Another argument, recorded a month later on March 5th by one of Courtney and Christian's friends, was clearly based on jealousy. This altercation was even more aggressive than the one in February.
No, like I was sober for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And now why am I not sober? Because of you.
Damn.
You're hindering my progress. Do you see how instigative he is?
No, you're telling me I touched her.
But this is the friend recording.
You're hindering my progress. Do you see how instigative he is?
No, you're telling me I touched her yesterday when I.
You did. I didn't say you touched it.
You said I did.
You were leaning. Yo, you were dumb as. You were flirting with like 3 girls the whole time.
What 3 girls? What 3 girls? You?
Well, it doesn't matter.
You are the most
good.
ever met in my life.
You are. You
Courtney.
You too. Get the out of here. This isn't your house.
Yeah, cool.
It's not my house. Like you're just like my boyfriend. Get the out of here.
Just like your boyfriend.
I can actually get like down if you're not here.
Yeah.
Get the out of here.
Okay, I'll remember that next time.
Get out. No, not. That's not even the next time. Get out.
Stop touching
Get
me.
out.
Don't touch me again.
Good thing. Get out. Get out. Get out, for real.
I feel like this is hard because it's also like he's not gonna do anything in front of her friend if he's not stupid.
Yeah, that's crazy. She's over here acting out in front of the friend.
Well, that's not like. I think they're both fighting in front of the friend because like.
Yeah, I'm not saying the fact.
I think their relationship, like, they were both crazy, but
She kind of looks like the girl from like White Chicks.
You always say that.
Still worse incidents the police would soon unearth.
Have you ever put his hand on you before? How many times was it?
But now I know she's not lying, though.
Yeah, maybe like 5 times. I remember there was a time when he hit me really hard in the head, and I was gonna discombobulate, but I can't even remember when it was. It might have just been like when we were drunk, but I know it happened, so I'll just leave that out because I can't give you exact facts.
Okay.
And I don't want to lie about anything. The last time was in Tulum. She grabbed me by my ear or something. We were both drinking.
You dropped the new album.
But there was a bench in front of our bed.
Very good producer.
And he threw me.
Hold on, gang. What'd she say? I put you on my top artist. CK, he Korean though. He dropped a new album with his best friend who was a very good producer in Korea. Lil Mosh Pit, and he got a lot of connections with people like producers. Who's for the Story Lonely. Yeah, man. I'ma tune into his music for sure, man. Let us finish up this reaction video. I'ma search him up though. I got you, gang. Appreciate you for stopping into the chat, bruh. Banksy Child. Yeah, man. I got you, bro. We gonna tap in.
We did the bench, and I hit the bench. I hit at the bench, and I fell on the floor. There was another time my mom was on the phone.
I'm gonna tap in for sure.
But, I mean, I am certainly a crazy person too. So there was that one. But the cops have been up there one other time yesterday for absolutely everything. Absolutely nuts.
The police's visit to Courtney's apartment the night before Christian was discovered in critical condition had been recorded on body cam. This situation, too, appeared to have been more complicated than she was letting on.
Shane part of both?
Yeah. We had a domestic dispute.
Okay.
Can you please let me into my apartment? Please?
Okay.
Yes. I have
Hey, hold on. What's going on?
Okay.
Where's your apartment? You have a key?
We have
No, you don't need to talk to me. What's going on?
Lying about.
Where's your key?
Courtney explained that she was locked out during the course of an argument with her boyfriend Christian. The building security manager explained how things went from bad to worse when Courtney came to the lobby to retrieve the spare key. This incident was eerily similar to a horrendous exchange that police uncovered between Christian and Courtney from months earlier. On October 9th, 2021, 6 months before Christian was found in critical condition, he messaged Courtney the following. The crazy thing about this is that yesterday when you stabbed me in the leg and you saw how bad it was hurting me, and I couldn't walk, I couldn't do, and you were telling me I wish I could take your pain away. Did I make you feel like for stabbing me? No, I just sucked it up and hope tomorrow will be better. Oh, that's right.
Wait.
Courtney had apparently stabbed Christian it up and hope tomorrow will be better.
Can you pause it?
That's right.
On the thing? Like, on...
Yeah.
So you're telling me you can't do the same thing next day and say whatever happened last night, today's a new day, because that's what you get a Vegas ticket? Drink with you.
To get your what?
I don't know, but...
Drove right back up to shoot. Drank with you, did with you, just so you're having a great day, and I'm doing all of this while my leg hurts so bad. Did I make you feel like for stabbing me? No, I just sucked it up. I hope tomorrow will be better. That is crazy.
They're both crazy for staying in that relationship, though.
Yeah,
but especially him. Like, he needs to leave.
Yeah, he's pretty foolish for staying in this shit. You got
absolutely.
stabbed in the leg by your girl, bro. You gotta get out of there. If she could stab you on your leg, she could stab you on your neck, stab you on your head, anywhere, man. It's terrible that there's relationships like this in this world, man. Gotta stay on 10. You gotta know who your partner is for real.
Exactly.
Stabbing me. No, I just sucked it up and hope tomorrow will be better. That's right. Courtney had apparently stabbed Christian before. Unfortunately, no police report was ever made, and the violence only escalated from there until Christian was found now on the verge of death. Back at the apartment building the night before police found Christian with harrowing wounds, the building security manager told police what he'd witnessed.
Her boyfriend comes charging towards her, and we actually try to get in the middle of it. The boyfriend actually came after her, and Paul was walking towards there. And then I just said, you know, enough is enough. Police need to be called. She said she don't want police to be called. But when it's in a common area and something happened like that, my safety is the residents first.
Further investigation into the text messages surrounding the stabbing from 6 months earlier revealed that Courtney never responded to Christian's message. The next day, he sent another, indicating that yet another physical altercation had taken place. He wrote, "Hey, I'm sorry. If it's okay, can I come back up? I know you said 5 minutes, but I've been in the restroom. My nose is bleeding and the back of my head hurts, like really hurts. IDK if it was your hand or the phone, but I'm really dizzy."
Wait,
This
can you pause
time,
it for a
Courtney
second?
responded and told it was your hand.
This is really confusing because, like, all the people around keep seeing him, like, abusing her, but then, like, in private, like, he keeps messaging her about stuff that she's done to him.
It's like, I don't know. I don't want to, like, pick sides or anything because both people are in the wrong. But it's like, damn, I feel like she be doing some really crazy shit and they be making him act out of character and just, like, really, like, I don't know. They're both just toxic for each other. They're both just acting out for not for no reason, but they're acting out when they can just end this relationship and been moved on forward. But yeah, that shit's rough, man.
Yeah, and the only thing that's, like, for me is that, like, obviously, like, he's physically strong enough to the point where, like, he can leave. Like, he's not, like, when she doesn't have a weapon or anything, they're in public, like, he can leave and go tell somebody. Like, she can't necessarily, like, hold him down. She can say stuff that scares him from leaving, but, like, he's physically stronger, and I wish he would have left, like, before this happened.
It's sad, man. You gotta watch your partner for reals, man.
And or the phone, but I'm really dizzy. This time, Courtney responded and told Christian, "I'm putting your stuff up. You can come get it when I say you can. Go to first aid." The rest of the conversation would reveal a whole new level of cruelty. Back on the night before Christian's hospitalization, Courtney was determined to share her version of the story after hearing what the building manager reported.
What else do you
I
need?
was told I was going to get a chance to speak.
Go ahead, Courtney. What's going on?
That's your turn.
Are you gonna listen?
We're listening. Go ahead.
Do you consider
Okay, did you hear all this?
The person on the other end of the phone call was Courtney's father, who remained on the line for the duration of the police's visit. During the similar conflict 6 months earlier, Christian had continued to plead with Courtney to let him back into the apartment, revealing even more disturbing information in the process. A few minutes after Courtney told him to go to first aid, he wrote, "Can you please let me in and help me, please? I can't keep walking up and down when my leg hurts. Come on." Courtney did not appear to have let Christian inside. He contacted her again, saying, "You hit me in the face with a phone, then continue to hit the back of my head with the phone. Now I have a lump. I'm bleeding, throwing up. I think I got a mild concussion and have anxiety. I slept in the restroom for 2 hours and I'm just lost beyond words."
Yeah, she's
Finally,
making him
Courtney
act
apologized
like
to
crazy
Christian.
because of the
"I'm
stuff
sorry
that
for
she's
hitting you
doing.
in the face and the back of your head and spitting on you. Is it right?
Yeah.
No. You just pissed me the off, but I still love you." All this and more would come to light as the investigation continued, including the couple's apparent history of substance use. However, this was only the beginning, as there was still more appalling evidence of the couple's violent relationship. Back on the night before Christian was found fighting for his life, Courtney was determined to make the police listen to her.
Why do you have something against me, man? Like, I'm just trying to...
What else? Anything against you?
It seems like
We're
you don't
trying
like
to talk.
me.
The officer Courtney had argued with stepped aside to talk to the security manager. When talking with him and several other employees, the officer learned that Courtney and Christian were actually in the process of being evicted for not paying rent. Courtney didn't mention this in conversation with the other two police officers.
Okay,
It probably didn't help their
they're-
situation that
they're
allegedly
crazy.
residents as far as 2 floors above and below Courtney and Christian's apartment could hear them yelling at each other and reported the disturbances.
What do you need?
Okay, can you seriously?
What?
My boyfriend. Hey, Mom. If he doesn't pay any, I don't care. I'll hold it down. I broke up with him about a week ago. I had my mom fly out to him. She stayed with me for a week. She tried to get him out, and he kept sleeping in the elevator room inside of my extra couch.
Courtney said that her mother had gone home that morning, after which things with Christian had taken a turn for the worst again.
I stayed in my apartment all day. I didn't take my dogs out for 8 hours because I was afraid that when I came down here, I was going to beat him. And when I did come down, I walked my dogs, and he was telling me he wouldn't leave me alone. And then all of a sudden, he flung me in the elevator, and I said, "Don't fall." This guy said he had a shelter when I was upstairs, and then they shut my door. I said, I said, show me the video. I really got angry because that did not happen.
Recent text messages between the couple indicated that they'd been arguing almost constantly since April 1st, 2 days before police found Christian in a critical state. After ignoring messages from Christian in which he apologized for entering the apartment before her mom left and begged to have a direct conversation, Courtney informed him, "You're like talking to a bag of rocks." How this insult led to a knife wound remained to be seen. The night before the stabbing, Courtney continued to plead her case to the officers on scene.
I am, right now, I have not always been a victim, but right now I'm a freaking victim in the situation. I'm scared to go downstairs and walk my dogs. I just walked in and I told him, you don't have a chance, and now all of a sudden this is all happening.
All right, so what do you want?
I want a restraining order against Christian Gonzalez.
Additionally, Courtney and the security manager had found some common ground when the police asked what they wanted to see happen. Both had requested that Christian be removed from the property for trespassing. However, just like every other aspect of this case, things had not been that simple.
Does he have property in the room, in the apartment with you? A lot of property, he said. He's been with you here for about 2 months, right? Let me let you know something. He lives here. That person lives in that apartment with you. Okay, we cannot trespass anybody that lives in this place.
The police escorted Courtney back to her apartment and did a walkthrough of the complex, but didn't find Christian. He was clearly around, however, because when Courtney gave police consent to search her phone, records showed that he texted Courtney saying, "Courtney, please, I was downstairs and they're trying to get me for trespassing. Help, please." Though he sent countless messages begging her to help him or talk to him, her only response was, "You never loved me." The police never did catch up with Christian, and since there was no ongoing violence, the officers departed. They had no idea they would be back in fewer than 24 hours after the bloody culmination of the couple's fight.
Yeah,
in the interrogation room, Courtney explained how their interactions had
we got you, mine.
Continued after the police left the previous night.
I didn't want to talk to him. I really let him have it over the phone. And I let him come back and spend the night, and then he explained the whole thing, and I was like, okay, you know what? Let's agree. We will never, touch each other again out of anger, and he will never gaslight me again. Those were the two, main things.
Courtney stuck to her story that things had recently changed for the better between her and Christian, but this turned out to be little more than the eye of the storm, because less than 24 hours later, Christian would be in the hospital fighting for his life.
He was happy to be back in the apartment. I've been happy to have him back in the apartment because I missed him. And been waking up telling me, good morning, I love you, touching me. I felt very, very loved when I woke up this morning. That's why I'm so, heartbroken. It's just why?
The couple appeared to have gotten along for a short few hours after the police left, but it didn't last long before violence erupted once again.
Like I said, a little bit blur. I was doing laundry and watching a Christina Randall, or listening to a Christina Randall video, and tried to call my mom. She didn't answer the first time. And then he came back with a Subway sandwich. Before he left, he recited exactly what I wanted. I said, I'll text what I want to you. And he said, I know what you want. I said, no, you don't. He recited it to me before he left. And he got it perfectly right. He came back And I said something about like, oh, are you gonna like reshare your location with me? Like, did you want to share it? And he said, yeah, I'm sure. And I was like, oh, when did you do that? And it was the other day, like when you were done with me. And I was like, okay, well, fair enough. Like, reshare it. And then he told, I mean, it kind of like turned into like a little like argument or something. And then he told me to reshare mine, and I was like, okay, yeah, I will. And then I didn't do it immediately. He asked me about it again. And I don't know what I was thinking, but just said something about, well, what if I'm somewhere you don't want me to be?
Christian captured footage of this fight, too. Notably, the precipitating argument seemed to have gone a little differently than Courtney told the detectives.
Courtney, you're drunk right now, and like it's hard to talk to you right now.
Go get me alcohol!
Well, you already had alcohol.
Go get me alcohol! Go get it! Go get it!
It got even worse when investigators made yet another shocking discovery. 3 months earlier, on January 31st, Courtney texted Christian this heartless message. Hopefully this gives you time to think about your actions. Enjoy the hospital. A little while later, she checked in to ask, you keep up. How does it feel?
Yeah, this is crazy.
It's unclear what sort of altercation led to Christian's hospitalization, but further messages showed Courtney daring him to tell hospital staff what had happened. Instead, Christian said he would explain his injuries away as a football accident. Even this, though, was just a precursor of the horrors to come. More of Christian's recordings revealed how bad things got in the lead-up to his most grievous injury.
Yo, she's on one.
CC. Okay. Hey, baby, just
get away! Get!
In the interrogation room, Courtney...
he needed to get the
Why would
fuck
she
out
not
of
leave?
there.
I mean, why would he not leave?
He
Like,
should
that's
have got
scary.
out of there. She possessed, bro. She on one.
He continued to downplay the confrontation.
But I was like, why are you doing this? Like, just because, like I said, that we're over, blah, blah, blah. And he was trying to talk to me, and I just didn't want to talk to him.
Easy, I'm sorry.
Shut up! We are over!
That's crazy.
Okay.
No, you're not.
So she was the
Stop
one.
it.
Stop! Don't touch me! Stop! No, you're not having so you know that.
According to the text messages from January, sent while Christian was at the hospital 3 months earlier, he practically begged Courtney for help, to no avail. Christian replied, I don't feel so good, Court. Can you come? Same, Courtney wrote back. Oh well. Christian's next message read, Come, I'm scared. Courtney's callous reply was simply, Nah, you're not. It seemed like the tirade against Christian never let up, because on the day before Christian's stabbing, Courtney once again took things to a whole new level.
No, she said that, bro. And bro was too sprung. Cause why are you still there, gang?
Shit, I would've punched her too.
Can't be letting these white women say that shit to you, man.
Can't be letting anybody listen.
Nobody.
Hey, let me help you.
Additionally, she happened to leave out another precipitating incident. According to Christian's video,
That's
he'd apparently
insane.
said hello to one of their neighbors, something he was apparently not allowed to do.
What? You know damn well the right thing to do is to tell me.
Yes, and I am so sorry.
So shut up and let me slap you, dumb.
You're not gonna slap me.
Give me my phone.
You have your phone.
I don't have it anymore. Find it and charge it.
What?
Find it and charge it.
I'm sorry, Courtney.
I don't care. Find it and charge it.
Okay, just stop.
Don't talk to me.
Man.
For saying
Yeah,
the
man.
word.
Oh, man. Cause I'm
Bro, you was getting bitched,
It's not like
bruh.
a joke. Like, that's like something that people joke about.
Come on,
That's like
gang.
that's like something that like I don't even find that funny anymore. Like that's like something like I would joke about. Like you're talking to somebody else. Like, I wouldn't. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, that's terrible. I feel bad for bro.
That's not even funny anymore. Like, the fact that somebody's actually getting mad, that's crazy.
This is terrible.
I'm telling you, I'm sorry.
Find my phone and charge it. I need to find it because I have to go beyond my dad.
To go out?
No! Shut up! Shut up! You went to go talk to her without talking.
I didn't go.
Yes, you did. You always wanted to.
Courtney, I was on.
He literally told me about it, and now he's like, "Damn,
what are you
you're
talking?
my son."
I didn't go to talk to. I was going on a bike ride. Like what the?
Get off of me!
Me come to talk to. Is this gonna make you act like this?
You literally talked to her without telling me.
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said hi. You and Courtney are having
how did she
a
even
live
know
chat.
that?
My bad, I forgot to tell you that.
Like, that's
you were acting calm.
You're.
Yes, thank you. Coming from Jordan, thank you.
I want you to get away from me.
The screaming match kept going, just like the shocking messages. The last time Christian was
And
hospitalized
y'all
3
think
months
people that look
earlier,
like that.
Courtney
Oh,
stopped
sweet
responding to his
little
messages
cute
pleading for help,
Yeah.
and Christian became increasingly distraught. When Courtney eventually wrote back,
Bro, my Africans, we don't deserve this shit, man. Y'all need to be on the lookout, be aware, man. Shit's terrible, bro.
it was once again with an apology that said, I feel extreme regret, sadness, and humiliation, and I am so sorry for hurting you. I hope we can get through this, but I understand if we can't. Your anger and pain is completely valid. However, during the fight the night before disaster struck, there was no evidence that Courtney had offered any such apology.
Cece, I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
If you make one more excuse,
that's what
I will shut my ears. I will never listen to you again. You know damn well.
You don't need to scream.
I will. You know
This is
damn well.
crazy.
Bro, I'm sorry. If I was a neighbor and I was hearing this, bro, I would have been caught.
They did.
Ah, shit. Yeah, that's true.
But like,
I need to leave my phone. I need to go home. I need to talk to them. I need my phone.
Cece, I'm.
Don't touch me.
What is going on? Like, what are you gonna get this mad at me when I'm apologizing to you?
But Christian's attempts to apologize
Apologizing
seemed to
for
have no
what,
effect, and the couple remained headed towards disaster. At the police station, Courtney continued with her version of how the fight progressed.
And he ended up pinning me against the wall.
girl, shut the fuck up. You're like, whatever this man did, you deserved it.
And then, I mean, I said like choking me on the floor, and it's happened twice before, where I couldn't breathe and I was on the floor. I could not breathe. And I don't think that he was trying to kill me, but I was scared. He said, "Why don't you go find one of the guys in G-Wagon?" Because I said something about that when I broke up with him like a week ago. Out of anger. I didn't say it because I want that, because I love him. But it was just one of the things that you said.
Was that at the moment that he was charging you, or earlier in one of the arguments?
It was before he choked me. Yes, it was before he choked me.
So you told me that he had you against the wall at one point, right? With the hands over your neck. And how did you end up from the wall to the ground?
Let me go. Let me go, and then I started swinging on him because I had been against the wall. I started trying to hit him.
Yeah.
And then he put me on the ground.
He dropped you to the ground. What did he do? Like, did he lift you up, or did he grab your hair? Did he just kind of rotate you onto the ground?
I really couldn't do it. If I could have been given all these questions,
Yeah.
I could be like, dude, let me think about it. Or when I'm trying to remember a whole situation of where I was very upset about something, which I've learned this in therapy or whatever. It's write it down all the details so you don't forget.
At some point during the scuffle, Courtney said that Christian let her go. However, the peace had only been temporary.
I walked into the living room. She was sitting on the couch. I didn't say this before. I walked into the living room. I called my mom. You can see I was calling my mom. That made him angry. I went in the living room, took her sit on the couch. He came in there and tried to get the phone out of my hand.
Did he ever get the phone out of your hands? Or?
No. He just came over to me and was trying to get it. So this happened over by the door, and somehow was over in the living room. He was standing by the couch, kissing toward the kitchen, and I was in the kitchen. And then he just I could see all the lights in his eyes, and it was coming at me. And so I grabbed one of these knives, and I was I swear to God. I swear to God. It was just I grab and be don't come anywhere closer to me. I had absolutely no intention of using it. I'm on the phone with my mom, and he's coming at me he's going to grab either the phone or the knife or something, and so I was just I was don't come any closer. Coming at me, and I threw it.
After some prompting, Courtney estimated that Christian was about 10 feet away when she threw the knife. This would turn out to be a critical and contentious piece of evidence in the investigation to come.
How exactly did you throw it? You threw it like this, or kind of you flung it at him, overhead, or how did that?
Oh, I just flung it.
You just flung it over your head, or from
like this.
So from beside your head?
Holding it, yeah. So not okay, I'm holding it like this. This is not the knife, the
blade though?
Right, the blade. I for dang sure did not stab him. That would be insane. I didn't even think that this would touch him. But I thought that I would scare him. I would scare him by just grabbing it. I thought I would scare him by just grabbing it, but that didn't work.
What did he do after you flung the knife out? Did he walk around, or did he fall right then and there, or what happened?
He fell down.
He fell down?
Yeah.
He didn't walk around or anything like that, or still try and chase you, or what?
No, because it didn't.
The police had to wonder if this was true, because when Courtney gave police consent to walk through her apartment, they found blood in countless areas of the house, including the kitchen, living room, entryway, and even the bathroom.
You know where the knife is?
Right here.
Okay. And what did you do after he fell?
I ran over to him and grabbed him, and it was just a blur. But I ran over to him and I grabbed him. And I just said, "Oh my God, what do I do? What do I do?" I'm the worst person to be around. What do I do? And he said, "Call somebody." And I was on the phone with my mom.
He said that.
He said, just call somebody. And I was "Okay, I'm on the phone with my mom." I said, "Mom, what do I do?" What do I do? She said, "Call 911." I think I called 911.
Another officer came by to assure Courtney that her dogs had been taken care of and were staying with their usual groomer.
The dogs are safe. I took them to the Peace and Love.
Peace and Love?
Yeah. Where she answered, and I told her it was an emergency.
Were they still covered in blood?
Not too much because they ran a little bit, but I told her she's going to wash them and she has food there.
Then Courtney was again left alone, and after some more praying and crying, attempted to get some sleep. It was only when a third officer checked on her that she finally asked about Christian.
We had an update on Christian.
The other detective's working on it right now.
Is he okay?
We're going to check. We're trying to reach the officer at the hospital.
After 30 more minutes of waiting, forensic techs arrived to collect evidence from Courtney, including swabbing her neck and hands and photographing the many bloodstains on her body and clothes.
Do you have any injuries?
I have bruises all over the place, I think, but I'm probably just covered in blood. Honestly. Usually there's just bruises on my arms and my legs.
Yeah, on your arm right here.
Courtney let the investigators know that she'd picked off several of her nails while waiting to talk to the police, and indicated several other scrapes and bruises. However, when looking at Courtney's Instagram account, these injuries were determined to be old, possibly much longer before the fight that landed Christian in the hospital. In fact, they found no evidence of defensive marks that they would expect to be consistent with Courtney's story.
You can pace me for as well, just the area of your neck, okay?
Courtney's clothes were also collected as evidence, and she was given a hazmat suit to wear for the time being. She was also introduced to her lawyer, who accompanied her back into the interrogation room after she changed.
Yeah, what a nightmare. So you're living in a nightmare right now.
Yes.
You know?
I will feel so much better once they just say he's stable.
Yeah.
I've been asking.
And that's what we're waiting for.
I mean, I feel like, yeah, I mean, if he's not, that's a lot worse for me. But if he's not, that's just a lot worse for everybody. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I will do with myself if he's not okay.
No matter
I mean,
what,
I clearly we can't be together.
no matter what his condition is, it's out of our control. Right? We have no control. What's done is done. We can't do it. We need to move forward. And my concern is you. Okay? I will be talking, obviously, to your family. Like I said, I still feel, confident that you're going home, and straightforward with you. There are some concerns about your mental health to make sure that you're okay, because this is very traumatic. So there may be some steps taken there. Yeah, come on in to make sure that you're okay. And that's it. But we're getting you home, okay? Okay.
Courtney had a few more minutes to chat with her new lawyer, but before long, the detectives returned to the interrogation room with some news that changed the entire case.
So, we have to inform you that Christian did not make it. Okay. Unfortunately, the doctors did what they could.
Christian is dead.
Girl, you stabbed him.
Oh my God.
Guilty.
This is not real, right? Okay. No, it's not.
Oh, you killed him.
Kristen died? Can I please have a hug? Am I allowed to do that in here?
Sure. Yeah. Relax. You're fine.
No.
Calm down. Calm down. Deep breaths. Just take deep breaths. Will that be okay?
I need to hug my mom.
I'll talk to your parents about moving.
I cannot be left alone in like a room by myself.
You won't be.
After this. No, that's not true. That's not real, right?
It is real.
Kristen is dead.
Yes. They're not gonna lie.
I know, I just can't believe it.
Even before being taken to the hospital, the first responders were clearly aware that things had not looked good for Christian.
Fire rescue. He's not breathing.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Tragically, Christian was pronounced dead shortly after arriving at the hospital. During an autopsy, the medical examiner determined that Christian's right subclavian artery had been cut, causing him to bleed out. But there were more characteristics of Christian's wound that would raise questions during the investigation to come.
Take deep breaths.
I've been crying so much. And I just can't even cry right now. No.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be fine.
No, it's not. Oh my God.
I wanted to be at the hospital. If anything happened to him, I just wanted to be at the hospital. I begged, can I please go to the hospital? I mean, obviously, they put me in custody of my house, but like, I begged, can I please go to the hospital? Oh my God, our friends, oh my God. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and it's gonna be the same thing.
What?
Yeah.
Dumbass.
And okay, that's the last time I ever talked to him. It's the last time anybody ever talks to him. Ever. The last thing he did was Subway. What I was saying to that other room, I said, God forbid, when like from far away, what if it had accidentally hit a little bit lower and he died? That's what I said.
Once again, Christian's secret recordings of one of their fights revealed that this outcome could have been what Courtney wanted all along.
Somebody could die from being stabbed in the freaking hand because they lost him in blood.
My head right now.
No, the cops are gonna take me to jail.
Then
That's cool. I don't care, Christian.
I'm not.
I don't care about you.
Just stop it.
Christian, I honestly, like, I know that, like, it on your head is serious. I told you to leave downstairs. I told you I'm actually not having a good day. Where I actually literally want to kill you.
It seemed Courtney got her wish, but whether or not this was intentional remained to be seen. The medical examiner stated that based on the angle and depth, he believed that the injury could not have been inflicted by a thrown knife. Courtney's intentions, along with the method of attack, would not be determined that night. For now, though, the police did something unexpected.
I think the detective spoke to your mom. She's trying to get a flight to get you some support. Because we just met an hour ago. We're going to get you some support, okay?
I swear I was holding him for so effing long. And the security lady was standing right there. And I was like, why are they taking so effing long? And I was just sitting there just bleeding and bleeding and bleeding.
Well, maybe because you didn't tell them the address. Like, who calls the police and doesn't immediately want them to know the address?
Against all odds, Courtney was released that evening. She moved back in with her parents in Dallas, Texas, while the investigation continued in Florida. However, the pending case didn't seem to be enough to keep her out of trouble for long. On June 16th, over 2 months since Christian's tragic passing, the police were once again called out as a result of a disturbance involving Courtney.
What ended up happening is she's like, hey, I'm sorry. Can you walk me back home if you want that? I said, yeah, of course, I'll help you get home.
On the way to Courtney's parents' house, though, things took a turn.
3 or 4 different occasions she tries to kiss me or make out with me. No, I don't want to do that, especially I'm age 26, you're drunk, I don't want to party up. Yeah, so I just kind of try to walk around, and then she starts following down the road.
Uncomfortable, the young man texted his father for help.
I'm like, listen, if I can all talk to her parents, sure.
The scary thing about this is that she actually looks normal. So, like, you guys really have to be careful because people can look like that, blonde hair, blue eyes. Looks innocent. And she's crazy. And not be worried about us.
Babe, you click the space bar.
Oh.
You're arrested. You're acting aggressive. I got to call 911. Actually, I dialed you once, and she freaked out.
Courtney's mother, Deborah, was already on scene talking with another officer, but the police asked to speak with Courtney directly to hear her side of the story. Perhaps predictably by now, her version went a little bit differently.
Oh. Oh, God. Okay. Pressure.
No,
it's okay. We just want to get your side of the story.
Courtney claimed that there was no issue until the neighbor's father interrupted. She said nothing about making romantic or advances. In the end, the situation was resolved without any criminal charges being filed. However, that wasn't the case when it came to the pending investigation into Christian's death. After the run-in with the neighbors, Courtney enrolled herself in an inpatient treatment program for substance abuse and post-traumatic stress located in Hawaii. It wasn't until 4 months after Christian died, once all the digital evidence, like text messages and videos, had been thoroughly reviewed and prosecutors agreed how to move forward, that a warrant was issued for her arrest. On August 10th, the Hawaii facility was raided by a SWAT team, who took Courtney into custody. Preparations to extradite her back to Florida were underway, but Courtney chose to return voluntarily. But that wasn't the only arrest that was made. In January 2024, nearly 2 years since Christian's death, warrants were also issued for the arrest of Courtney's parents, Kim and Deborah.
There are warrants for you and your wife's arrest? What? I know.
Courtney's mom, Deborah, took the news even
I know.
harder.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Deborah.
So-
nobody's,
No, I'm not
okay.
I know.
Nobody's gonna hurt you. I understand. I mean,
I
you're
don't-
physically
the
okay.
whole
You'll
deal
get
is she was persecuted by that much, and she's getting persecuted now, and now we're getting persecuted.
It came to the attention of law enforcement that Christian's laptop had been removed from the apartment. Police alleged that Courtney's parents had considered with her defense attorneys to remove incriminating evidence from the laptop before it could be used in court. However, there was no evidence found against the parents or the attorneys, and ultimately the charges against Kim and Deborah Clenny were dropped, while the attorneys were never charged in relation to these allegations. But the same couldn't be said for Courtney. She remains in jail without bond as she awaits trial for the charge of second-degree murder. In her court appearance on November 15th, 2024, the judge denied a bond again. Until the trial is complete, we won't know what really happened to Christian Abumseli, or if justice has indeed been served. It's important to note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
Do you want to see how? Rip to bro, man. That shit's sad, man. Y'all gotta really be careful on y'all partners who y'all messing with, bro. You gotta really know 'em for us. It's a crazy world out here, man. But that's it for the YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, you know what I'm saying, man? We out this job.